And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Here's Bullard. Pass to Bass. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Bass has got the first 3 points tonight for the Jazz.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Nikola Jokic. Doncic out there with Mitchell. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's McDaniels at the small forward position. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there." I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome.
Buckle in, folks. This will be some kind of ride. And we thank you for the report. So it's the Jazz now, following the miss by Jokic. And Knipple slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Mitchell following the bucket by the Jazz. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Raptors. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. You look at Mitchell, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Down to 5 on the shot clock, and the shot goes in from Bullard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Bass. Nice ball movement by Utah. Right wing. Here's Bullard. Covered by Mitchell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
They've got Bullard. Ball out there with Bridges. And it's Ross in at the 4-man position. That's the group right now for Utah.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Out to the wing. Here's Bullard. That three off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against Toronto got the job done. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
The Jazz making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Knipples checked in for Henderson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Porter's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Bullard. His last outing, he had 24 points. Ross with a screen on McDaniel. Bridges misses.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Lakers making a change here. Young's checked in. Here's Bullard, defended by Young. Bridges for three. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
Here's Bullard. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young, right side. Knippel with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bridges outside. Pass to Bullard. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Jazz up 3. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. And let's move to some recent news. Multiple trades are shaking up the league.
I think Keegan Murray's going to help them. 6'8", can do it all, great shooter, and he has that team-first mindset.
Yeah, he's comfortable being featured or playing a secondary role, so he can be plugged into pretty much any lineup. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Mitchell. So for the Lakers right now, Jaden McDaniels is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Mitchell, and it's Doncic in a shooting guard. Here's Bullard, covered by Mitchell. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
They double him with Jokic. Bounce pass, Bass. Doncic with the steal. Cuts off the pass. Here's Bullard. Jokic defending. Pass to Bullard. A 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Bullard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Jazz. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Mitchell. Stolen by Knipple. And now Utah, fast break. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, "Before I was really serious and quiet. Now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight." Back to you, Kevin.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
There's just no stopping Jokic on the inside.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bass passes to Bullard. The tray. The Jazz with another miss. Lakers trail by 6. It's stolen by Bass. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Bullard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for L.A. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Knipple. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Balls checked in for Utah. Pass to Bullard. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Mitchell left side to the middle. Here's Giannis. And Paul with the block. Here's Bass. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside, Antetokounmpo for 3. Mitchell. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass the ball. Utah moving it around. Here's Bullard. Watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Pass to Bass. Three-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Now off the inbound. And it's Mitchell missing. Utah leading by 12. We've got Mikal Bridges. Bullard is out there with ball, and it's Collinsworth in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Here's Mitchell. The rebound by the Jazz.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Here's Bullard. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 15. Mitchell dishes to Doncic. And the wing jumper offline.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Mitchell and Bridges with the block.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot. And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Jazz leading by 16. Launches it. And the shot goes in from Bullard. Bullard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Pass to Doncic. Now Mitchell, just 5 on the clock. Over Bullard. Again, Mitchell missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Bullard. Now here's Bass. Off target with his 3. On the wing, Doncic. Tries it from 19. Utah with the rebound. Bullard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Doncic comes with the double team. Shoots the 3. Connects from three-point range. Bullard's got 28.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some.
Shaw calls timeout. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Jazz.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And they really took control of the first 2 games in this series by keeping the pressure on. The win here tonight will move them to 2-0 with just 1 left here to go against Los Angeles.
And he gets the bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bridges outside. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Tipped away. Mitchell with the steal. For the finish. Offensive rebound. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved.